Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sideline. Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Williamson out there with Gobert. Then it's Daniels. Then there's Wagner. And it's Hero in at the 2 spot. And for Sacramento, Fred VanVleet out there with Mitchell. Then there's Reza Shea. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Queen in at the 5 roaming the paint. And it's the Kings to start out. And RJ, both these sides having a rough go of it. Both desperate for a win in this one.
And you better believe they know that's the case. They both saw this game on the schedule and said, yep, this is the game where we can turn it around.
Now Daniels following the 3-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. And there's Hero. That's good on the assist by Daniels.
Oh, a dead-eye shooter. Hero is always ready to snipe it off the feed.
VanVleet passes to Harris. The 3. Pelicans pull it in. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Gobert, the screen. Deep 2 from Wagner. It's hauled in by Harris. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Reza Shea, covered by Williamson. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Kenny Atkinson.
Now I asked him how you take care of the Stifle Tower himself, Rudy Gobert. Coach said, I think you just try to pester him on defense and stay away from him on offense. If he's anywhere near our shooters, that means it's time to move the ball. So they'll have to play keep away when it comes to Gobert. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
And you know what makes Zion so much fun is that I don't think there's a comp for him. The combination of power and skill, you throw in that he's a lefty, and we've never seen someone like him in the league.
And he makes the first. Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
And both free throws good for Williamson.
Well, with his attacking style, Williamson spends a lot of time at the foul line.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Shoots over Hero. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Hero passes to Williamson. Now Daniels from past the arc. And the Pelicans miss again. Now here is Harris. He's covered by Daniels. Mitchell outside. Back to Harris. Inside, Queen. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Daniels kicks to Gobert. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Looking now at the numbers for Williamson. Last season, he played outstanding. Last season, he averaged 20 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And to have a player who can fill it up like him coming in off the bench, what an asset.
He's crucial to the success of their second unit because he can keep that offense rolling.
Mitchell right side. Stolen by Hero. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And when you're drafted by the Heat like Harrell was, you better play some defense.
Hero against Mitchell. Fires the three. Nailed from three-point land.
That's cash. Mitchell is a volume three-point shooter for a reason now.
And here is Williamson. His last outing, 16 points for him. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Harris. RJ, for the few teams already suffering big-time injuries, how do they keep up their spirits? How do they keep going?
I feel like the term next man up is overused, but what it comes down to is you need to have faith in the guys you have available.
First one falls for him. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Tobias Harris. He's perfect from the line this time. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Sacramento. Trailing by 5. Pass to Jovic. Now here's Mitchell. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the night.
And you got to be right up on Mitchell or else he will punish you right off the catch.
Williamson outside. Oh, that's blocked. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Here's Wagner. Sacramento's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Van Vliet passes to Queen, and he hits it to tie the game up.
He's a gifted passer. You can just see how much Van Vliet values sharing the ball.
Wagner outside. Pass to Williamson. Fires from deep. Sacramento grabs the miss. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. For New Orleans, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. It's blocked, and he recovers it. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
And now a look at Donovan Mitchell. He's coming off an excellent season and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And as you pointed out, he was top 5 in steals last season. Just a lethal combination of great physical ability and acute mental preparation. The Kings have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Pass to Jovic. To the paint. Here's Queen. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Gobert finds Wagner. The shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Oh, good job executing inside. Wagner in total control down there.
To the middle, here's Mitchell. Out of hand on it, and they'll get another chance. Jovic, no good. New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Williamson. Fred VanVleet grabs the miss.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
Pass to Mitchell. Fires for three. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now, here's Wagner. He just worked San Antonio in that last game.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. 4th, Donovan Mitchell.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
And Sacramento has possession. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. To the inside. Gobert finds Wagner. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Yeah, Wagner in attack mode there.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much. That ball's off target. It's his third miss. He's made 2 shots from the field. And Reza Shea, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
The Kings making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in. Ball stolen. Daniels with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Pass to Misi. And here is Hero. Covered by Mitchell. And Tyler Hero gets the 3. Hero's got his third basket of the night right there. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for New Orleans.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Now, Hero, following the miss by Fred Van Vliet. Wagner, right side, 5 to shoot. 3-pointer, Daniels. Rebound by Nurkic.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Back to Mitchell. Nurkic a screen on Hero. Mitchell wide open. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Now here's Van Vliet. Still without a basket. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Toppin throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Jovic, down low. Here's Nurkic. Again, the miss by the Kings. Wagner outside. To the inside. Toppin inside. A shot by Messi, no good. The Kings trail by 9. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And taking a look at some stats here for Daniels. Some last season stats for him. Averaged 6 points per game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. Not bad numbers, but for a player of his talent, you have to think he can do more.
Yeah, there's no doubt he has been inconsistent, which is unusual for him. But when he turns it back around, boy, you better watch out.
That free throw, no good. And some changes here for the Kings. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Reza Shea. Richardson comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Hardy in for Fred Van Vliet. And the second free throw, good. New Orleans leading by 8. Tapping a screen on Richardson. It's deflected. Now, here is O'Neal. Defense right on him. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
For Sacramento, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Line for your Kings. Hardy, 1 shot.
And here are the Pelicans. They're on a 12-4 run right now. To the middle. Here's Whitmore. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
This is what I love about Whitmore, his fearless attitude and that ability to draw foul.
The Pelicans have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. Here's Hardy. Right side O'Neal. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And from undrafted to journeyman to starter, Richard, you got to admire stories like Royce O'Neal.
It's motivational, Kevin. Just because you don't get drafted doesn't mean you can't make it to the NBA, which is exactly what O'Neal has done.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. Pelicans leading by 4. Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Now, here's Hardy. His last outing, he had 18 points. It's Richardson on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Tries from 16. Jump shot is good.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
Fires from the corner. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Hardy. There's the screen. O'Neal on the wing. Nurkic kicks to O'Neal. Off target from outside. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. 4-point game. He tries for 3. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Richardson, no luck. Pelicans leading by 7. Here's Whitmore. It's rebounded by Jovic.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Pass to Richardson. Messi grabs the rebound. Messi's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Toppin. Shoots the 3. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Richardson outside. To the wing right side. Here's Jovic. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've set the tone. They love. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disrupted.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
On the court right now, 2nd quarter for the Pelicans. They've got T.J. McConnell. Rudy Gobert is out there with Whitmore. Then it's Daniels, and it's Rupert in at the 3 slot. McConnell passes to Gobert. Daniels inside the line. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Daniels has got the lead up to 9 now for the Pelicans. Harris outside. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And that has earned Harris a ton of money. The ability to spot up, shoot, and knock it down.
McConnell finds Gobert. Back to McConnell. Nails the baby hook. And the Pelicans lead by 8.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's covered by Daniels. And it goes down 2 points. Mitchell's got 11.
The control and precision of Mitchell's jumpers. Oh, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
Here's Whitmore. And the layup falls.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting around 40% from the floor here. Pass to Mitchell. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Rupert. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Kings trail by 8. Mitchell passes to Harris. And that one, good. Harris has got 5 points now this quarter.
And look, Harris is a tough player. A little defense, that's not going to scare him off of going inside.
Here's Whitmore, guarded by Harris. Gobert. 8 points his last outing. Back to Whitmore. 4 on the clock. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He has 7.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Harris outside. Pass to Mitchell. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night to the left side wing. Here's Rupert, guarded by O'Neal. Three-pointer, Daniels drains the three-pointer. Daniels has got his 2nd bucket of the night. And we see dunkers get technicals for hanging on the rim, slapping the backboard, or Richard even staring someone down. Should refs let that slide, or is that something they got to pay attention to?
I don't mind the hanging on the rim, the smacking the backboard. I love that aggression. The staring people down, that's something you got to be careful with because that can cause some problems, and we don't want any of those issues on the court. He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. He's checked in for Sacramento. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. 4th, the Kings.
Their long-range shooting last year was nothing short of spectacular. I mean, they were absolutely unconscious from the three-point line.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's Gobert. He's guarded closely. Gobert with a screen for Hero. Back to Gobert. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Gobert's got his 2nd bucket.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Hardy. Pelicans pull it in. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
The coaching staff has been happy with how well they've executed the game plan. They operated as a cohesive unit.
Mitchell passes to Harris. Another steal. And now the Pelicans on the break, pushing it up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
And tenacious play there from Hero in the paint, refusing to let the foul hold back his shot.
And that one misses. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Hardy. And he's good on the 2nd.
And Hero, one of those guys in the league that can nail free throws with his eyes closed.
VanVleet passes to Harris. Now here's VanVleet. He's covered by Daniels. Harris against Williamson. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
Floats it up for Williamson. It's stolen by Harris. Pass to Rizachet. Harris against Williamson. For 3, Mitchell. Gobert pulls it in.
In the first quarter, he was raining down threes. That's not the case here in the second.
And he may never be an all-star, but Richard, Tobias Harris has a big impact on the game.
And he came into the NBA as a 3-man. But in a lot of ways, he's become the prototype modern power forward. Able to hold his own inside, but also space the floor from 3.
Harris, no good.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Williamson with the bucket.
The combination of quickness and size for Williamson is downright scary. Zion is a handful on the bounce with any kind of momentum.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. The Kings making a switch here. Jovic is checked in. Van Vliet looking around. Harris outside. Lets a floater go. Got a piece of it. They break it out 5-on-3. Williamson kicks to Wagner. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer, Daniels. Rebound by the Kings. Harris has got 4 rebounds in this game. Williamson against Mitchell. There's the pick. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Pelicans. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Here's Williamson. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Harris. To the paint. Here's Jovic. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Assisted basket. Coaches just love those, so credit Harris for the pass.
Over in the corner, Williamson. Wagner outside. Hero with it. A 23-point game for him in the win against San Antonio. Misi's shot is good.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Kings trail by 18. Van Vliet passes to Jovic. Mitchell against Hero. And it's Donovan Mitchell with the 3. Mitchell's got 14.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Daniels passes to Hero. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For Sacramento, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Van Vliet outside. Mitchell outside. Puts up a deep 3. Misi grabs the rebound. Misi's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The jump hook, and Williamson with the layup. Williamson's got 6 in the quarter.
And he's capable of being so dominant offensively. Zion just trampling the defense.
Hero against Mitchell. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. He's got 17.
They're having more success from 3-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Back to Hero. Inside, Misi, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And the playmaking ability of Hero, special. Outstanding pass there off that pick and roll.
For 3, Mitchell. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Stolen by Mitchell. Harris outside. Pass to Jovic. Now Van Vliet, the 3. His 4th shot, his 4th miss. Still looking for his touch tonight.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
Here's Jovic. Misi grabs the rebound. Misi's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Williamson, rejected by Harris.
Look at Harris getting it done on the defensive end. That's a good sign for this team.
Down low. Here's Van Vliet. No good, shot missing. New Orleans leading by 16. Pass to Messi. 1:19 left in the first half. Wagner finds Williamson. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Rebound by Mitchell. The Kings shooting a pretty cool 37% from the floor in the second. Not what they're looking for. Harris with it. From the arc. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Nisi's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Williamson, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Defense is all over Zion, but Williamson doubles down and draws a foul while able to get the shot off as well.
No good on the free throw.
And really a good job of getting to the line in that first quarter. Hasn't been doing that as much here in the second.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Nurkic checked in for Tobias Harris. Royce O'Neal comes in for Rizachet. Richardson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Hardy in for Fred Van Vliet. Now here's Hardy. Tight defense on him. Pass to Jovic. O'Neal a screen on Toppin. Here's Jovic. Bangs home the trifecta. Jovic has got 6 points.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Williamson looking it over. Lets it go. And that concludes the first half. Pelicans lead by 14. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
This has been a weight room game. They're just stronger on the glass.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. They've got Donovan Mitchell. Tobias Harris is out there with Rizachet. Then it's Fred Van Vliet. And it's Queen in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul.
The Pelicans have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. First free throw is good. That one misses. The Kings trail by 15. Here's Queen. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending it.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Mitchell outside.
And it adds so much to Hero's value when he's out there contesting shots. That's the activity they want to see. You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Just 2 to shoot. Daniels from outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Daniels has got 10 points in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal. That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Here's Williamson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Not a guy you can stop by fouling. Williamson too focused and too powerful.
This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight.
In their last game, a tight win, and it was the success at the foul line that played a huge part in it, and he was probably the deciding factor.
And that one misses. The Kings trail by 20 to the inside, nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Queen. Kings moving the ball around. To the middle. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
The pick and roll is such a reliable play with Van Vliet.
Outside Hero. And here is Williamson. A 3-pointer off the mark. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Here's Van Vliet. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Van Vliet's got his first points of the night.
Out in the open, Van Vliet knows how to finish.
Mr. Williamson for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
Timeout.
Daniels has got 6 assists in the game.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. The Kings trail by 19. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Mitchell, takes the 12-footer and hits. Mitchell's got 19 points.
I love seeing guys use the mid-range. Mitchell, that's just some smart basketball.
To the paint. Here's Daniels. Rebound by the Kings. Harris dishes to Mitchell. Beyond the arc. Sinks the 3-pointer. 22 points for him.
And he knocked down 4 triples in the first half. You got to stay in his hip pocket.
Pass to Nisi. Third quarter of basketball here and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Wagner left side. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Ricochet.
Well, over 80% from the line for his career. You do not want to foul Franz in the act.
For New Orleans, they have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
That's good from Wagner.
And for his position, Franz Wagner gives you everything you could ask for. Passing, rebounding, scoring, and he competes defensively as well.
Both free throws good from Wagner.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's covered by Daniels. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Messi, guarded by Harris. Gobert with a screen on Van Vliet. Clock at 4, and finished off by Gobert.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
Mitchell kicks to Harris. Back to Mitchell. From outside the arc, Pelicans with the rebound. Daniels has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Messi. Here's Gobert, covered by Van Vliet. Here's Messi. Wagner, right side. Count that one. Wagner's got 4 points now in the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Here's Mitchell. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Richard, something amazing about Donovan Mitchell. He averages over 20 points per game every single season.
Yeah, he is just a natural, talented scorer. He beats you in so many different ways. What I like most about his numbers, they go up in the postseason.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Mitchell just continues to improve every season, and now he's one of the game's elite players.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. With the CBA and new broadcasting deals both completed, league talk now turns to expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver says if you're a successful organization, I think it makes sense over time to continue to grow. There's no doubt that there are a lot of great cities we're interested in having in the NBA. Kevin?
You're so right, David. We could lay out 3, 4, 5 cities right now that would beg to have professional basketball.
That's tremendous focus from Mitchell. Works through the foul and converts.
Second personal foul.
And the Pelicans making a change here. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pelicans?
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
Pass to McConnell. Inside. Power down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
And New Orleans pushing it up now. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
And those might be the easiest points of the month for him.
Here's Richardson. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Nurkic setting the pick for Mitchell. To the middle. Pass to Jovic. Again, the miss by the Kings.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell. For New Orleans, they have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10. And the first one drops. Hardy, he's checked in for Sacramento. And the Pelicans also making a change. Whitmore is checked in. So he gets them both. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
And the shot goes down.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
First personal foul. Fifth team foul.
The Kings have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Now here's Richardson. D right on him. Pass to Jovic. 5 on the clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Pelicans leading by 22. Here's Whitmore. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And when you watch Whitmore, he's much bigger than your average wing. Creates a different type of matchup.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. And the first one at the line is good. He makes 1 of 2 that time. RJ, no matter what the situation, Nurkic is a monster on the glass, isn't he?
He had 31 rebounds in 2024. You never see that anymore.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Kings have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. The first free throw is good. And so he hits both. New Orleans leading by 21. Toppin sets a screen for Whitmore. And it's sent back by O'Neal. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by O'Neal.
A moment here to see the numbers for Nurkic. Last season's performance for him. Last year averaged 7 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what a force he is on the glass. Just inhales rebounds.
And he can go around his opponent, over his opponent, through his opponent. A true triple threat.
Here's McConnell. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Pass to Hardy. Nurkic, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Nurkic playing with energy. He is a savage on that offensive glass.
Here's Whitmore. He's got 8. And Whitmore throws it down.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a moment now to check out who the Pelicans have coming up. On Monday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Friday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Phoenix Suns.
And looking at the Philadelphia matchup, that will be game number 10 for them. Starting to get into the full swing of things. Should be a fun one.
The first one falls. Williamson is checked in for Whitmore. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Pass to Williamson. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game. Sacramento's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Richardson outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Richardson's got 6.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
1:56 left in the third quarter. Oh, with authority!
That is a monster finish.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. O'Neal on the wing. Back to Richardson. Clock at 6. The shot from the low post is good. Richardson's got 6 in the quarter.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
$1:11 left in the third.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Second personal foul. At the line for the Pelicans.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Kings making a change here. Harris is checked in. Wagner's checked in for New Orleans. He hits both from the stripe. 1:10 left to play in the third. Now here's Hardy. He's covered by McConnell. And here's Hardy. He's got 5. Shot clock at 6. A 3-ball. Toppin pulls it in.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Williamson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Williamson's got 23.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Harris outside. O'Neal on the wing. Back to Harris for the 3. Pelicans with the rebound. Pass to Williamson. The high post shot. Again, the Pelicans score.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
And so, guys, it's Zion Williamson making things happen for New Orleans. He's at the quarter-century mark, 25 points for him in this game, as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. We've got more in store for you right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page, woo.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. With some arc, it's deflected, and he gets it back. Here's Richardson. Richardson missing again. Well, for New Orleans, shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. And this year's draft class considered to be one of the weaker classes in recent years.
I don't believe in a such thing as a weak draft class. There is always going to be a player or multiple players that stand out. Understand, even if you're drafting 60 players, if 5 of them turn out to be legitimate players, that's a good draft class.
The Kings need to get off a shot here. No good on the triple. Here's Filipowski. Richardson covering. Hits the three-point bomb.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Out to the wing. Here's Hardy. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now, Whitmore.
First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for New Orleans. Whitmore at the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics. And there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
New Orleans making a switch here. Rupert's checked in. The Kings have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Now, here's Richardson. With the teardrop. No good. He's now missed more than he's made. 4 for 9. Pass to Filipowski. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Clearly a foul.
Shooting for New Orleans. Filipowski. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And, Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
Now, here's Richardson, guarded closer. And it goes for the 5th time, and 10 shots for him this game.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
With the step back. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots a 3. And the Pelicans miss again.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
Hardy passes to Batum. Now here's Richardson. From outside, off the mark.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
Pass to Filipowski. The tray. Buries the long-range jumper.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Richardson. Outside for Batum. Drills it from outside.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
You know, Richard, so many stars have done it. Any thoughts on a player asking for a trade with multiple years remaining on their contract?
If you're unhappy in any marriage, you should always get out. That is my opinion. Teams do it all the time. They'll sign a player to 5 years and then trade him in 2. So if a player is unhappy after 3 years of a 5-year contract, it's okay for him to request a trade, but continue to show up to work. That is my only request from the players.
Pass to Hardy. Batum, the screen. Hardy passes to Batum. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Here's Rupert. Richardson covering. Launches a 3. The rebound by Bataze. Sacramento's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Now here's Hardy. Defense is right there. Back to Richardson. This one for 3. No good that time.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Some people, RJ, have called for fewer regular season games. Could that help?
Absolutely not. If Kareem Abdul-Jabbar can take commercial flights and have to stay the night over and play 82 games, I think that the teams today can play 82 games.
Batum inside. Whitmore defending. Richardson outside. Shoots. Green for 2 points. Richardson's got 10 points here in the second half.
Whatever adjustments were made in half, boy, they are working. He's looking like a different player since the break.
Here's Whitmore. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Third personal foul. Third team. Shooting for New Orleans. Whitmore taking 2.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Whitmore. And for Sacramento, their shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. From deep. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
If they want to come back, he needs to be better.
Here's Messi, blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
Assist from 0.
Sacramento's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. And Jaden Hardy is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
And it's Whitmore missing. King's shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Mitchell outside. Pass to Batum. Now here's Hardy. He's covered by McConnell. Just 4 to shoot. For 3, Mitchell. They grab their own miss. Nurkic, solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
They set the screen. Pass to Whitmore. That's tipped. O'Neal outside. And here's Hardy. Now Batum. Whitmore defending. Mitchell outside. Batum sets the screen for Mitchell. Drills the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Down low. It's tipped. Here's Messi, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 13 rebounds.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Here's Hardy. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot, keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
And the first one at the line is good. Tobias Harris is checked in for Nicholas Batum. No good on the second free throw. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Whitmore with it. McConnell is screen on Harris. And a wide open look for Whitmore. The three-pointer no good. And here are the Kings now. Pass to Mitchell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
We talked about the guys who play bigger than their listed size, and Donovan Mitchell is at the top of that list.
Donovan Mitchell taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Mitchell drops them both. When you compare, Richard, the NBA to the other major sports leagues, you have to be proud of the way things are run.
The NBA is a global league that focuses on global expansion, more so than any other major sport in the United States. And when it comes to the players, there isn't a league that treats their players better.
Hardy passes to Mitchell. Goes up at the stripe. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Messi's 1:33 left to play here in the fourth. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Third personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for the Pelicans, Whitmore. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Sacramento. And a change for the Pelicans. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for T.J. McConnell. Good on the second free throw. 1:30 left here in the fourth quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for New Orleans.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
That way, when a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Hardy, he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Here's Whitmore, guarded by O'Neal. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for the Pelicans, Whitmore. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Whitmore. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And now the Kings fast break. Here's O'Neal, and the layup's good off the glass.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And the Pelicans miss again. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't